Overnight strikes in eastern Syria have reportedly killed at least pro-government fighters near Deira Zour. Damascus says these are U.S.-led coalition strikes, but the Pentagon is denying these reports tonight. Manila Chan's been following the story, and she has more on this tonight. Manila, where is the truth in all of this? There's
conflicting stories from two different sides. The Pentagon is saying they have, quote, no information to substantiate those reports. But I spoke to former Pentagon official Mike Maloof, who says it's obvious who conducted those strikes.
In terms of a process of elimination, who has the aircraft? Who controls the skies? And you're not going to have Russians bombing Syrians. You're not going to have Syrians bombing Syrians. So who's left? The United States and its allies.
Syrian military officials spoke to local press saying that this was aggression by the American coalition warplanes, but that the attack only caused what they call material damage. It's unclear exactly what that means, but as it appears, at least a dozen pro-Syrian government fighters were killed in these attacks, and perhaps some level of damage done to equipment and supplies. Now, the region of eastern Syria is a very complicated zone. ISIS is pretty much obliterated in the country, but there are still some cells operating in pockets throughout the region here. Meanwhile, the U.S. military is backing the local Kurdish forces in the northeast, who have done a tremendous job in defeating ISIS. That relationship making Turkey a bit uneasy. The U.S. is also operating a base out of the Tenef air base in that region, which borders Jordan and Iraq. So in spite of any denials thus far by the Pentagon, like Mr. Maloof said, all signs point to the U.S. conducting those strikes, those attacks really only benefiting American interests in that region. But this is still a developing story, Ed, so it'll be a few days before we likely see any proof of who actually conducted those strikes. Ed?
All right. Thank you, Manila. Appreciate that.